Hi Virgo, I am here to do your weekly reading for you. So let's get your spirit animal oracle that will be with you this week. See what they would like to share. And remember, only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? You have the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. I always find that a very interesting card. Always. Okay. Now let's get a Moonology card. And remember, the energies can be switched, reversed. They can be applied to somebody that you're close to or you. And this is something that you would know, okay? Let's see what you have. Well, I actually pulled out two of them. So you should take them both. The first one is work through your fears, okay? And the second one, conclusions are within reach. Very interesting. And this and that are true. Okay, let's get your overall energy for the week. Two kind of flew out, so we're going to take two. So I just don't have enough room, do I? You have the Lovers. Embrace true love in deep, intimate relationships. Make choices from the heart. Vibrant health or recovery from an illness. Okay, I know what we're going to do. We're going to set this up a little bit differently here so we can fit them both. So this is one energy that you have for the week. And the other one is the Page of Earth. Scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous, time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarship. A new area of study. So, apparently the universe thought it was important for you to have this many. That's great. The universe gets what the universe wants. Yes, they do. Okay, so now let's take some cards and see if we can get some more information here. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about the truth. She is not one to enjoy niceties, really. She just wants to get straight to the point. The truth is extremely important to her. Matter of fact, it's probably the only thing. She's definitely in her head. But so the truth is really important, okay? But it makes sense. It's coming out under work through your fears. So maybe this is something that is taking place within you. And this jumped out, which is a wonderful card. And it says, it's time to celebrate. You have these two pillars that are made up of two wands each, which make 1111. This beautiful garland up here filled with fruit and flowers. You go in, it's time to celebrate. So that's a great card to get. Two of them. Again, there's something with your reading that's got to do with doubles, because these came out in doubles, those came out in doubles, and this just came out in doubles. So there's something about either the number 2 or doubles, okay? And we are just not going to have enough room. Must do overlapping. Okay, this is one of the very best cards in the deck. It is the Ten of Pentacles. It talks about, that you've worked for what you have, but you want to take everything that you have and share it with everybody you love. Friends, family, even your pets, okay? It's It's beautiful energy. Absolutely beautiful. And here we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is all about learning how to trust their power and use it wisely. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hanged Man. So this is where you're wanting to go, and isolate yourself for a moment so you can gain enlightenment on something. And you have so much going on here that I can see, how you'd want to do that. But these energies, this is, you're learning. But these two right here are absolutely wonderful. Celebration, and this is a tree of life. Sharing with everybody you love. It's beautiful. Let's go a little bit deeper and see if we can find out any information. This jumped right out. The Two of Swords. That talks about you having to make a decision. And it might be a difficult one because you can't see all the variables. Okay? You need to take off the blindfold so you can make a well-informed decision. And again, that's two, Something with two. Even the 1111, the celebration card, is two sets of pillars that contain two wands each. Maybe you should pay attention to the number 2. And in general, the number 2 means pairings and choices. So, maybe there's choices to be made. Definitely, number 2 is important. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the very best card in the deck. You cannot get any better. Okay? It's beautiful. The Sun. Perfect. I kind of joke about it, but I say, if I started a reading and that was the first card out, we could stop the reading because it's just beautiful. Totally abundant, totally happy, totally content. Everything is wonderful. Shine your light, kind of beautiful. Okay? Wonderful card. You have some very nice cards. Okay, and this is kind of a midpoint energy. One where you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're standing here and there's your ships. And you're waiting for them to come in. You put something out there and you're waiting to see what is going to be returned to you. And it depends on all the variables. But it can say, it's also time to take action. So it depends on everything. And at the bottom of the deck, another wonderful card. This is a successful completion of a cycle, which means the beginning of a new cycle. Okay? The only card that I could see that could be potentially iffy is this card. But I'm not taking it that way with this reading because it is the number 2. You just need to take off your blindfold. If there's something you're not seeing, remember up here, the truth. Make for sure that you get all the information about the choices you're making before you make a decision. A wonderful reading, okay? Go over it really quick here. The Lovers, embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. Vibrant health or recovery from an illness. And your other overall energy is the Page of Earth. Scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous. I like that part. Time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Potentially a new area of study. Okay? And even interestingly enough, it's a 20, which of course has a 2. But it says this and that are true. So that would be 2, this and that. Conclusions are within reach, and work through your fears. Definitely work through your fears, okay? Beautiful reading. Trying to think if we would even need to take a card for anything. We could take a card for work through your fears, maybe. But, you know, I don't know if we need to. This jumped out. The Knight of Wands. As a clarification. And that's all knights are the hardest working cards in the deck. So, what that's saying to me is you are working through your fears. This particular knight has all kinds of accolades. You know, ambitious is one of them. And that's the one that's kind of sticking with me on this. So you are actively working through this. Whatever this is or was. Truth, make sure you make the right choices. Make well-informed decisions. Take off your blindfold so you can see. But look at all the beautiful cards. The 1111 and the Tree of Life. Celebration, total happiness and joy that you share with everybody you love. And the Sun. Successful completion of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some cards from the universe. This looks like it's going to be a rather busy time. It might not be. It might be, you know, pretty much you figuring things out in your head and heart. But it might be a busy time. But it definitely looks to be a transformative time. You know, if you look over there at the Lovers, there's also, you know, 2 hands. Okay, the first card out is the Knight of Pentacles. And, again, hardest working cards in the deck. The Knight of Pentacles is all about setting firm foundations. They're a wonderful planner and implementer. They're the slowest knight in the deck. And that's because they're extremely thorough. They make for sure that everything is done exactly as it should be, regardless of the time it takes to do it. Okay? And with this successful completion of a cycle, you know, creates the beginning of a new one. And when you have a new cycle, this is a wonderful card to have with you. And this is clarifying the work through your fears, but this is also a wonderful night to have at the beginning of a new cycle because of their wonderful attitude and desires and ambition. So this one sets a solid foundation, and this one makes it flourish. Okay. Get another card. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wonderful. You have the very same card right there. This is the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. You know? You want to take everything that you have, all the abundance, love, happiness, and share it with everybody that you love. I've got chills. It's absolutely beautiful. It truly is. Beautiful reading. Okay. And you'll never guess what happened. It could come as a shock. We had 2 cards jump out. Okay, this one talks about you finally honing something. Working this magic of yours. You know, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Tweaking it. To the point that you get it to where you consider it exactly the way you want it to be. And you have the Knight of Cups, which, again, Knights are the hardest working cards in the deck. And this particular Knight is all about love. They wear their heart on their sleeve, and they love creative projects. They're just filled with love. So you have this Knight filled with love. You have this other Knight that makes for sure everything is as perfect as it can be. And then you have another Knight that is so ambitious and a social Knight, but one that is, they just make everything shine. It's the way I see them. So you have 3 of the 4 Knights. And like I said, Knights are the hardest working cards in the deck. So whatever it is you're doing, you're working hard at it, but it is absolutely beautiful. And of course, you can't get any better than the Sun. Now, one thing I would remember or, take notice of is the number 2, or things in pairs, that kind of thing, because it's repeated throughout here a lot. And when the cards came out, these came out together. These came out together. These came out together. And I've forgotten which 2. I think it was these 2 came out together. So pairs, or the number 2, has a special meaning for you this week. Okay? Let's get you a charm. It's going to be looks like a wonderful week. Okay, I never look, so I never know. You have the Turtle. And turtles are all about wisdom. Turtles go slowly. They do not see any need to be involved in the bickering, fighting, any of that sort of thing. They're too wise for that. Okay? So maybe you should kind of follow the turtle's example. Stay away from any bickering, fighting, competition. This is all about being wise and getting to where you want to go in the best way possible. Okay? And I don't think you're going to have a problem. Just remember the number 2, or pairs. Okay. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please give it a like. Subscribe if you'd like. And hit the bell notification. And did I forget anything? Share. Okay. Much love. Bye.